All right, tennis peeps. Let's do a Nick Kyrgios versus Novak Djokovic backhand comparison. Check out these two studs. I think I will probably end up criticizing Kyrgios' backhand here a little bit, but the point is, technique isn't an excuse not to make it. You can get very good with fundamentals which aren't completely flawless, like Novak. But I think a good quote comes to mind, Michael Jordan: talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence wins championships. It would be intelligent for Kyrgios to take a look at his game, take a look at his backhand. And in his defense, I think you'll see he's getting a little better on this. But, one thing with the unit turn, you just see Djokovic is just going to take a bigger swing. His arm's straighter, his racket's further back. Kyrgios has a little bend in his arm. Racket never really gets all the way back to the fence. You can, whereas on the forehand, you have to be worried about taking too big of a backswing. Really, the two-handed backhand, since you're hitting shoulders in front, you can't really get it back too far. You can take the racket head, flip it back too far sometimes, but most people, you can take a bigger backswing. So, Kyrgios will lose power, but the problem is it doesn't really affect him. He doesn't really need the power because he's going to have to slow his swing down through the hit anyway to make some calculation. So this is a really important deal right here, how you see Novak's backhand ground stroke is just lower. It's lower and it's closed. Kyrgios is higher. The racket very rarely closes even this much on his backhand. And again, in his defense, he's improved this a little bit, but you'll see that racket head almost have to scoop a little bit to get the ball to go over the net. Getting in this position that Novak is in doesn't mean you're not getting compression on the ball. The presence of rotation doesn't mean the absence of compression. You can hit a big spinny ball and have net clearance, whereas Kyrgios is just going to have to hit a ball lower over the net. And when you have to hit lower over the net, it takes more calculation. You're going to get more errors. So even when we do see Novak really flatten out balls, we'll still see him get lower than Kyrgios will on his probably biggest topspin backhand. But rotation and compression, safety and power, very rarely does Kyrgios get low and closed enough. And the problem is when you're a little open with that backswing, you're going to have to make some calculations anyway. You can't really just throw your arms out as a unit. You're going to have to make a flipping motion. So you're going to have to use a lot of smaller muscles in your arm and shoulders to try to correct that racket head through the hit. Whereas Novak can really just kind of launch the racket out. So this position right here is just, it's fundamental. It's non-negotiable. You'll see less of it if you're really close to net hitting higher balls, or if you're truly hitting a really flat ball, you might see less of it. But this low and closed or pat the doggy position, or people have different names for it, but it just allows your arms to work on a radius with less adjustment. If the net wasn't there, it wouldn't be necessary, but it is. Anyways, tell me what you think in the comments. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for supporting the channel. Check the description. Appreciate all you guys. Till next time.